What is up, y'all? For this video, I'm going to be choosing my favorite Pokemon of each type from each generation. And to do that, I'm going to be using this website. As you can see, it has all the typings from each generation. But then down here, we have starters, gimmick forms, legends, favorites. I'm not going to be doing those. I'm just strictly going based off of typing. And so starting off with the normal types, going straight for Snorlax. He's a big chunky boy. Snorlax, he's just great. Snorlax is great. He's a big boy. Big boys need some loving too, and Snorlax is just the best of the big boys. Down for Generation 2 though, not a lot of options to really pick. I feel like Gen 2 just normal types in general, I feel like not the greatest. But out of all of them, I'm gonna go with Teddiursa. I think Teddiursa is just incredibly adorable. I love the crescent moon on his forehead. So yeah, Teddiursa for Gen 2. Gen 3 is going to be a little interesting. So I love Slaking. Dude is a powerful Pokemon. He's a legendary Pokemon without being a legendary Pokemon. That's pretty much similar to like Kisame from Naruto. You know, he's a tailed beast, or no, he's a tailless tailed beast. That perfectly like just describes, you know, Slaking. But then I do like Zangoose. He is extremely edgy dude. And he's a nuisance to go up against in Pokemon Showdown with like with Toxic Boost and everything. So I might have to go with Zangoose just for like the edginess and like how annoying he can be going up against in like Showdown and everything. Gen 4 is interesting because we got Munchlax, you know, the pre-evo to Snorlax, which was great to have. You know, was it needed? Probably not, but I mean, it's nice because Munchlax is just so like adorable and everything, and he was great in the anime. But then we have God right here. We have God, and we have Walmart version of God. So it's like, which God do I choose? I want to go also with Regigigas because I think it's cool that there's like a leader of the Regis. So I'm kind of thinking him, but his ability, it should not have, that should like slow start should not have been his ability because that is just awful. So I think I'm gonna pick Munchlax. I'm gonna pick Munchlax. I don't know why. I think I just like Munchlax more from Gen 4's normal type. So yeah, Munchlax. Now Gen 5 gets a lot of hate, and I'm part of that hate because this Unfezant line needs to go because they were just atrocious. Absolutely hate them. Love Meloetta, but whenever I go up against it, I always forget it's a normal type. I always forget it's part normal, so whenever I try to use a ghost type move on it, it doesn't work. But Meloetta reminds me of Uta from Film Red, even though I haven't seen Film Red yet. But then you have the Doggos. I feel like if you have Doggos, they automatically kind of like become one of the better Pokemon to choose from. So I might be choosing a dog. Yeah, definitely not choosing the Unfezant line because absolutely hate them. No, I'm going Meloetta. Meloetta. Gen 6, not a lot to choose from. Not a lot to really choose from. I'm also not going to be choosing Megas or G Maxes. Now, with that being said, Gen 6 didn't really introduce a lot of normal types. Well, they kind of did, but like nothing like that really that I like. So if anything, I'm probably just gonna go with Pyroar because Pyroar's cool. You know, a fire lion, that's pretty sick. Gen 7, I'm gonna go with Silvally. Silvally, sick Pokemon, absolutely love him, and he just looks edgy too. He looks absolutely edgy. Gen 8, I'm going Hisuian Zorua. Hisuian Zorua is just an absolute beautiful design. Normal ghost type, such a cool typing. And I think this was my first like shiny Pokemon Legends Arceus. So I really like Hisuian Zorua. Maushold, Gen 9. Maushold is an absolute menace, especially when you use Tidy Up and Population Bomb. Like Maushold could potentially just like one-shot almost every Pokemon it comes up against. Okay, now down to the fire types. Now this one, you know, it's gonna either be Charizard because I'm basic like that, Ninetales because it's pretty sick, and then Arcanine because it's a doggo. And because I don't want to be too basic right now, I'm going to go with Arcanine. Absolutely love it. You know, legendary Pokemon, but it's also not a legendary Pokemon. And Arcanine is just sick. Fire types for Gen 2. Man, this one is actually kind of difficult. It's really between like the Typhlosion line, Houndoom, or okay, not Entei. Not Entei is my least favorite out of the legendary beasts. So I think I'm going with Typhlosion on this. Gen 3, Blaziken, Sigmon, reminds me of Sanji, you know, with Diable Jambe or like Inferret Jambe right now in the anime. So yeah, Blaziken, favorite from Gen 3. Oh, I absolutely hate Magmortar. Absolutely hate Magmortar. I'm sorry for the Magmortar stands out there, but Magmortar just awful. I absolutely hate him. But I love Infernape, you know, Sun Wukong. I'm pretty sure that's his name. I always forget. But yeah, Infernape, great mon. Absolutely love him. Gen 5, I mean, I think Gen 5 has some really cool fire Pokemon. You know, we have Victini, Chandelure, Volcarona, Reshiram. Oh, this one's gonna... Yeah, I'm going Victini on this one. I think Victini is just absolutely cool. I love the V on its forehead. Kind of reminds me of All Might in a way from My Hero Academia. So yeah, I'm going with Victini. Gen 6. Ooh. Now, I like Delphox, and I understand the hate with it, with its design, you know, like the bushy, like, ear hair and everything. But it's a mage, and that's kind of sick. But even though I do like Delphox, I'm going with Volcanion, a fire water type. That's like, Volcanion's the only Pokemon that's a fire water type. Definitely needs to be more fire water types out there, but yeah, right now, we only have Volcanion, and I think he's my favorite from Gen 6 when it comes to fire types. Gen 7. Gen 7 had some nice fire types. You know, you got the Alolan, Marowak, Bucephalon is pretty cool. You know, Incineroar, strong Pokemon, everything. But I think I'm gonna choose Lyn. I think I like Lyn a lot more than anyone else from Alola for the fire type. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Lyn. Gen 8. Man, Gen 8's nice too. The Scorbunny line, absolutely love it, even though I didn't pick Scorbunny when I first played Sword. But then you have Hisuians, so like Hisuian, Typhlosion, Arcanine. Oh man, I think I'm gonna go with Typhlosion, but I do already have Typhlosion up here. I already do have Typhlosion for Gen 2. And I have Arcanine for Gen 1. And I'm trying not to repeat Pokemon on this list. Just, you know, if they have dual types and everything, so I'm trying not to repeat them, but do I want to keep it as Typhlosion, or do I want to keep it, or do I want to change it like Scorbunny or something? I decided I'm keeping it as Hisuian Typhlosion. Oh my gosh. Gen 9's fire Pokemon are absolutely fire, but my favorite is Fuecoco. Probably one of my favorite starters of all time, because when you see Fuecoco in, like, when you're picking a starter for Scarlet and Violet, he absolutely has, like, he doesn't have a care in the world. He's just vibing, he's just chilling out and everything. Fuecoco is just adorable, and his entire line is sick too. So yeah, Fuecoco, favorite Gen 9 fire Pokemon. And I forgot to choose this. I forgot to do this. The favorite Pokemon for each type. I completely forgot to do this. It's gonna be Zorua, Hisuian Zorua here. It's gonna be Fuecoco also. So yeah, you can tell I really love Fuecoco. He's just an adorable little guy who doesn't have a care in the world. So for water types, I completely forgot how many water type Pokemon Gen 1 had. And it's between Blastoise, Gyarados, or Lapras. I'm just kidding, I'm going Lapras. Easiest pick ever. Lapras is just such a great mon. Absolutely love him. I think it's probably one of the best mons in Gen 1. Gen 2, I love Politoed. I love Quagsire because he's just like such a goof. But I think that's what makes him so cool, is that he's just goofy and everything. But then Suicune and Kingdra. I think I'm gonna go with Suicune on this one. Oh wait, no, I forgot about Lantern. I do love Lantern too. I love his type being water, electric type and everything. You know, no, I'm gonna keep it as Suicune. For Gen 3 though, it's between Milotic and Kyogre. I love Milotic's shiny form and everything, and it's just such a beautiful Pokemon. It's so cool. But then Swampert, Crawdont. But even with all of them, I'm gonna go with like the king of the sea and everything. I'm going with Kyogre. You know, using a Pokemon Showdown. Was it Drizzle, Choice Specs, and Water Spout? Absolute menace. Gen 4. Don't know why Fiona's on here. No one likes Fiona because it's absolutely terrible. Not a huge fan of the Lumineon line. I do like Gastrodon. I do love all the like Rotom forms. But then you have Empoleon and Palkia. You know what? I'm gonna go with Rotom Wash. I'm going with Rotom Wash. I absolutely love it. Like I said, I love all the Rotom forms. Gen 5. Gen 5 doesn't have my favorite water type Pokemon except for maybe Samurott. But I mean, like, my standards for water types from Gen 5 are pretty low, so I'm just gonna go with Samurott. I'm gonna be basic. Gonna be very basic and go with Greninja because it's a ninja frog. I mean, how can you not choose Greninja? Gen 7. Ooh, do I want to choose a Tapu? No, I'm going with Primarina. I'm going with Primarina. I absolutely love Primarina. It's such a cool mon. I do not like the Inteleon line. Like, Sobble's great. Sobble's cute. Get the Drizzile and Inteleon. I feel like they completely dropped the ball on that. Not a huge fan of them. Dracovish is goofy, but I think that's what I love about him. Also, Ash's Dracovish in the anime was pretty strong. But I'm going to go with your Urshifu. Your Urshifu, extremely powerful Pokemon, especially when it's using Surging Strike. I mean, a move that hits 3 times and it's guaranteed to crit each time. That's hella powerful. Gen 9. Man, Gen 9 has some good mons. But if you know me, you know one of my favorite foods of all time is sushi. So I'm going with Tatsugiri. And favorite water type of all time. Oh, man. I'm going to have to... I'm really like choosing between like Greninja or Tatsugiri. Is that weird? No, it's not because it's my list. I'm choosing Tatsugiri because it's a sushi Pokemon. Come on, that's so cool. Finally having a Pokemon that's based off of sushi. That's great. Now on to the grass types. Now, Gen 1's grass type Pokemon aren't like too spectacular and everything. If anything, I guess maybe like the Bulbasaur line and then maybe Vileplume. But I'm gonna choose Bulbasaur. I think Bulbasaur is probably like the best design out of his entire evolution line. So yeah, I'll go with Bulbasaur. This one's kind of easy. Going with Bayleaf. I don't hate Meganium, but I feel like it just doesn't really fit well with its evolution line. You know, it doesn't really look like Chikorita or Bayleaf at all. And I think I just like Bayleaf's design a lot more than I like Meganium. Meganium's still cool, but it's not, you know, it's not as cool as Bayleaf. Gen 3. Gen 3 also had some pretty cool grass type Pokemon. You know, you have Sceptile, Shiftry, Cacturne. Tropius, not that cool, but it is annoying playing against it. But I'm going with Sceptile on this one. Definitely gotta go with Sceptile. Oh man, I love Roserade. I think Roserade was such a cool design. Like Roselia definitely needed an evolution line, so I'm glad that we got like Roserade. But Torterra is an absolute menace using Shell Smash, you know, and it can annihilate a lot of Pokemon. And when I did play Gen 4, Turtwig was my starter Pokemon, so I'm gonna have to go with Torterra. Gen 5, not a whole lot to really go with. Not a huge fan of Superior. I do like Leavanny. I mean, Pansage, you know, I like his evolution a little bit. But I might have to go with Amoonguss because he's bulky. He's annoying. Like, he's annoying to like go up against, but like fun to use to like, you know, just piss so many people off when you're using like Amoonguss. I think I'm gonna choose Amoonguss. Gen 6. Again, not a lot of great options. I do like Trevenant. You know, Go-Goat. He's an absolute goat. But I like Chespin. He's super adorable. I mean, like, almost every starter Pokemon's adorable, but Chespin's real adorable. Oh, man. Gen 7. I like Tapu Bulu, but I'm gonna go with Decidueye on here. I'm going with Decidueye because I think he's cool. He's an archer. He's a ghost Pokemon, like ghost type, grass type. Like, Decidueye is cool. Now for Gen 8, Gen 8's grass types are actually pretty cool. I love the Grookey line. Grookey was the one I chose when I first played Sword. But then Hisuian Lilligant. This one I shiny hunted like for a while. I like shiny hunted for this thing for a long time. And I absolutely love its shiny form. And I think it's sick. But then Flapple. Flapple is just... Flapple or Appleton? Oh man, Gen 8 had some really cool like grass type Pokemon, but I think I will go with Hisuian Lilligant. Gen 9. So I don't know much about the new Pokemon because I haven't played the DLC yet or anything, so I don't know too much about them. But I think with, oh man, I do like Skullvillain. I do like that we finally got a fire grass type. I think Skullvillain's actually pretty cool, but Meowscarada is sick. Yeah, I'm going Meowscarada. Meowscarada was sick. Wow, I just realized all my grass type like choices are mainly starter Pokemon. But I'm going with Torterra. I think I like Torterra more than any of the other grass type Pokemon out there. Electric types, oh man. Do I want to be basic? Do I want to be basic? You tell me. Do I want to be basic? Yes, I do. But do I want to go Pikachu or Raichu? Do I want to go with Pikachu or Raichu? I'm going to go with Raichu. Actually, yeah, I'm going with Raichu. Now, electric types for Gen 2. Ooh, this one's tough. This one's actually kind of tough a little bit. I like almost every one of them. Like Ampharos, such a cool mon. Elekid, he's adorable. He's an actual plug. I think that's sick. You know what? I'm going Ampharos. I'm gonna continue being basic for a while. Gen 3 only had 4 electric types. They only introduced 4 electric types, and like more than half of them are not that great. I think I'm gonna go with Electrike. I like Manectric, but Electrike looks a little bit better. Gen 4. Oh my goodness, Gen 4 had some great electric types with all the Rotom forms, Luxray, extremely edgy, Magnezone, Pachirisu, a world champ, the spike-eared Pichu. I think that's a ukulele Pichu. But my favorite electric type from Sinnoh is 100% Electivire, especially Paul's Electivire, which was an absolute menace out there. He was an absolute unit. Yeah, I'm going to go with Electivire. Gen 5's electric types, nothing too crazy. I'll go with Zekrom. I think Zekrom looks pretty dope. Dragon electric type, such a nice typing. And again, I'm not going with gimmicks, so I'm not going to use any megas or anything like that, or like these Pikachu costumes. So Gen 6 only had 3 electric types that they introduced. I'll go with Helioptile. I think Helioptile is adorable. Now, when we get to Gen 7, Gen 7 had some nice electric types. Zeraora, Alolan Raichu, Tapu Koko. Oh man, I think I'm going to go with Alolan Raichu, but you know, even though I already have Raichu for Gen 1, no, I'm going Zeraora. Like it's such it's such a close thing. Like Zeraora, Raichu, they're interchangeable for me, just like depending on how I feel that day. So right now, today, I feel Zeraora. Gen 8, Yamper, an absolute adorable Pokemon. Toxtricity, such a cool mon. I love Morpeko. You know, you got Regieleki, one of the, I think he is like the fastest Pokemon. This one's, no, it's not that tough. I'm going with Toxtricity 100%. Now, Gen 9 had some nice electric types as well. But I think I'm going to go with Iron Thorns because I try to use him when playing online. And I think Iron Thorns is just pretty sick. Favorite electric type of all time, Electivire. Ice types. Now, I already chose Lapras. And I don't want to choose him again. I don't want to, repeat or anything. Even though I kind of did with regional forms and stuff. But we're going to go with Articuno just because I don't want to completely, have duplicates. I'm going to go with Swinub on this one Gonna go with Swinub. Gen 3, I like Glalie. I like Glalie mainly for the fact that Ash had a Glalie, and I don't know, I think Glalie is kind of cool. Gen 4, I think I'm gonna go with Glaceon. I think Glaceon is the move here. Either Glaceon or Frostlass. I mean, I could not say that. Glaceon or Frostlass. I'm gonna go with Glaceon. I think Glaceon's pretty cool. No pun intended. Just kidding, pun intended. Gen 5. Now, Vanillux. It's not that bad. It's not a bad Pokemon to use. The design is out of the box thinking, and I think that's what's pretty sick about it. But it's not my favorite. Might have to go with one of the Kyurem forms. So I think this one's Kyurem Black, right? Am I wrong? Am I right? Whatever. I'm going with one of the Kyurem forms. Oh, wait. Gen 6 did not have a lot of good ice types. I guess I'll just go with Aurorus, maybe. Yeah, I'll just go with that. Alolan Ninetales easy for Gen 7 because Alolan Ninetales is just sick. Gen 8, Ice Cube, when he gets hit with a physical type move, Belly Drum, that thing becomes an absolute unit. And same thing with Frostmoth, Quiver Dance. That thing could knock out a lot of Pokemon. But I really like Mr. Rime. I don't know why, but I just like Mr. Rime. I think he's so cool. Gen 9, all the ice types for Gen 9 are absolutely great. I love all of them. Citaro's adorable. C-Titan is a menace. Iron Bundle, he's sick. I like the Baxcalibur line, except for the middle stage a little bit. Frigibax is adorable. But I'm going with Chien-Pao. Gonna go with Chien-Pao on this one. And favorite ice types of all time, Alolan Ninetales, because it's magnificent. Fighting types, oddly enough, I'm not a huge fan of the fighting type Pokemon. But for Gen 1, I'm gonna choose Hitmonlee, even though he looks like a piece of toast. And whenever I play, you know, like Fire Red and Leaf Green, when you, like, what was it? I think in Saffron City, you know, where you can, like, battle the dojo and get another Pokemon, I always choose Hitmonlee over Hitmonchan. Gen 2, Heracross, easy pick. Now, Gen 3. I already chose Blaziken, not gonna do it again. I like Hariyama, but I think I like Breloom a little bit more. Yeah, I like that route. I'm gonna go with Breloom. Gen 4, already picked Infernape. Toxicroak, not Toxicroak, Croagunk though. Croagunk. If you remember Croagunk, Brock's Croagunk from the anime, that thing was just powerful for no reason whatsoever. He just had the strongest Croagunk in the entire world. And he had a charm to him, always like just using Poison Jab on Brock every time he tries to flirt with a girl. And I think that's one of the reasons I really like him. But I'm going to be basic and go Lucario. Gen 5. Gen 5 is not that hard for me to choose a fighting type. I'm going to go with Conkeldurr. I think he was pretty cool. Yeah, they didn't have a lot of fighting types for Gen 6. I'll go with Hawlucha. Gen 7. Marshadow, easy. He's adorable and he's an absolute menace. Oh man, Gen 8. I would choose your Shifu, but I already picked them. So I'm gonna go with Sirfetch'd. We finally had Farfetch'd get get an evolution, but not only that, he got a regional form too. So he got a lot of love in Gen 8. So I'm gonna go with Farfetch'd. Gen 9, also a lot of great fighting types. Don't want to choose Palmote. Iron Hands, Great Tusk, Flamigo. I'm gonna go with Annihilate. I think Annihilate was sick. And so all-time favorites, I'm going Lucario. It was gonna be Marshadow, but Lucario, I think it's more nostalgia for that. So yeah, Lucario, my favorite all-time fighting Pokemon. Poison. Yeah. Oddly enough, also, I'm not a crazy fan of poison types. I think they're cool, but not something I really choose to use often. But I'm going to go with Nidoking. Even though he's surprisingly short. I think he's only like 4 foot something. He's a short king, for sure. I feel like the sizing in Pokemon don't make sense at all. Like, Nidoking should not be 4 foot. Nidoking should definitely be at least like 8 feet tall or something. Gen 3 or Gen 2, Crobat, easy. Gen 3, Now I did go on that like little rant about Roselia getting like an evolution, but Roselia is not my favorite. Out of Gen 3, I'll go with Seviper. Gen 4. Do I want to go Roserade in Gen 4? Do I want to go Roserade or do I want to go the Croagunk? I'm going to go with Roserade. Going Roserade. Gen 5. Now I know a lot of people like trash on Trubbish and Garbodor. I know people trash on them, and you know that is their whole thing of being trash. But Trubbish is adorable. So yeah, Gen 5, I go with Trubbish. Going with Dragalge, Gen 6, Gen 7. Gen 7 had a lot of nice poison types though. Toxapex, Salazzle, Naganadel, Alolan Muck. I think I'm gonna have to go with Alolan Muck on this one. Do I go Alolan Muck? Or do I go with Naganadel? I think I'm gonna go with Alolan Muck. I love his design, I love the colors and everything. Gen 8, I already chose Toxtricity. I think I'm gonna go with Sneasler. I'm gonna go with Sneasler on the Gen 9. Ooh, Clodsire. Clodsire, he's a dope, and I love him. Love him so much. He needs to be protected at all costs. Favorite poison types of all time, I will go with Roserade. Ground types. Not a huge fan of ground types from Gen 1. If I really had to choose, I'll go with Sandslash. Gen 2. Now, I already choose Clodsire, and I want to choose... I do want to choose Quagsire, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Donphan. I'll go with Donphan on that one. Gen 3, I'll go with Swampert. Swampert, oh man, Gen 4. So it's between Garchomp, Gastrodon, or Gliscor. Who am I kidding? I'm going Gliscor. I love him so much. I think he's such a sick mon. Ooh, but this one is tough. Gen 5 had Excadrill, Crocodile. I do love Landorus. Out of all, like, what are they? The legendary genies or whatever? I think Landorus is probably one of the sicker ones, especially his Therian form. But I'm going to go Excadrill. Gen 6. And again, I'm not doing Megas or Primals in Groudon's case. So since there's only 2 to pick from, I'm going to go with Zygarde. Gen 7. Palossand. I think he is so sick. Gen 8. Going Ursaluna. Ursaluna Gen 8. Gen 9. I think I'm going to go with Great Tusk on this one. Yeah, I'm going with Great Tusk. Favorite ground type of all time? Gliscor. Flying types. Now, do I want to use Gyarados in this one? Or do I want to use Charizard? I'll go with Charizard. I would say Lugia for Gen 2, but ever since I like realized that his like wings are just like giant hands, I can't look at him the same way anymore. Like he has Hariyama hands as wings. And I don't know how I feel about that at all, so I'm gonna go with Ho-Oh. I'm going Ho-Oh Gen 2. Gen 3 though. Gen 3 has okay, not a lot. Why I wasn't gonna say a lot. There's not a lot of like great flying types in Gen 3, but I'll go with Rayquaza. Rayquaza's sick. Absolute monster. Gen 5. I think for me it's between Staraptor, because probably one of the best regional birds to have come out next to Corviknight and Kilowattrel, or Honchkrow. I think I'll go to Honchkrow. Like his hat, elegant. His battle animation when he faints in Battle Revolution, absolutely love it. He's like a total gentleman. So yeah, I'll pick Honchkrow. Gen 5, get the Unpheasant line away from me. I do like Braviary, but I like Hisuian Braviary way more. Archeops, you know, he's kind of cool. I think I'll go with Therian, Landorus. Gen 6, Noivern. Going Noivern right away. Gen 7, I'm gonna go with a Ghost Oricorio. I think that one's pretty sick. Now, even though I said Braviary, Hisuian Braviary is so cool, and Corviknight, this one's gonna be tough. Um, oh, I forgot the Galarian birds too. Oh, those are sick. I'm gonna go with Corviknight. I think Corviknight was such a cool mon when it got introduced and everything. Gen 9, I'm gonna go with, I'll go with Kilowattrel. And overall favorite flying type, I gotta go with Rayquaza. Rayquaza is such a sick Pokemon. Psychics. I do love Mewtwo and I love Slowbro. Ooh, that one's tough. Which is odd because between a Mewtwo and a Slowbro, that's kind of odd for me to have like a tough option here. But I'm going Slowbro. Gen 2, let's see. Which unknown character do I like more? Which one of these unknown letters do I like the most? Espeon. Gen 3. Yeah, Gen 3 had nice psychic types. Gardevoir, Metagross, Latios, Deoxys, but I like Metagross the most. Gen 4. Either Gallade or Cresselia. I'll go with Cresselia on this one. Gen 5. I like Duosion. I like Duosion a lot. I feel like it kind of gets like a lot of hate for no reason, but I think it's pretty cool. Gen 7, Hoopa Unbound. Wait, no, that was 6. Why did I say 7? Gen 7 now. I'm gonna go with this version of Solgaleo. Gen 8, Shadow Rider Calyrex. It's an absolute unit. Sparta, that thing is like annoying to go up against as well with speed boost and everything. But I think I'm gonna take Iron Leaves. I want to say Screamtail too because that thing is annoying to go up against. But I like Iron Leaves a lot more. Favorite psychic type? I'm gonna go Metagross. For bug types, not a huge fan of bug types, but I'll go with Scyther for Gen 1. Gen 2, I'll go with Scizor. Gen 3, Armaldo. Gen 4, I like Yanmega. Volcarona. Volcarona is great. Man, without choosing the megas, there's really one like evolution line to choose from. So I'll just choose this Vivillon with the Pokeball design on its back or on its wings. I'm going Vikavolt. Ooh. So it's either Frostmoth or Kleavor. I'm kidding, it's Kleavor. I like Kleavor way more than Frostmoth. Oh man. Gen 9 has some pretty nice ones, but I think Lokix. I think I like Lokix a little bit more. Favorite bug type though, I'll go with Volcarona. Rock types. Okay, I'll choose Aerodactyl. Easy. Tyranitar. He's literally Godzilla. How can you not choose him? Love Aggron. I'll go with Rampardos. I like Gigalith and I also like Terrakion. I think I'm gonna go with Gigalith because its shiny form is beautiful. Tyrantrum. Tyrantrum's sick. Dustform Lycanroc going basic, but I think he's sick. Stonejourner. I do like Stonejourner because it's actually pretty powerful, but I'll go with Colossal. Let's see, Gen 9, Garnanical. Yeah, I like Garnanical. And favorite rock type of all time, Tyranitar. Ghost types. Gengar. Ooh, do I want Mischievous or Mischievous? Which one do I want? I guess I'll go with Mischievous for Gen 2. Oh, Sableye. Sableye is great. I absolutely love him. He's adorable. I find him adorable for some reason. Giratina. Chandelure. Chandelure is a sick Pokemon. I never realized Aegislash was a dark type. So I thought it was just pure steel. Well, the more you know. But here I'm gonna choose Trevenant. I think Trevenant's cool. Mimikyu. Ooh. Do I want Sinistea or Dragapult? I like Dragapult more. Ooh. Oh, great ghost types right here. Great ghost types. Skeledirge, Ceruledge, Annihilate, Fluttermane, the Dead Doggo, and you got, you know, the Cinnamon. Oh, which one did I think I like Ceruledge a little bit more. Yeah, I'm going with Ceruledge. Favorite ghost type of all time, Giratina. Now for the dragons, easy. Dragonite, Kingdra. That's crazy. Kingdra was the only dragon type in Gen 2. Oh, Gen 3. I like Flygon a lot more, and it definitely deserves a Mega Evolution or something. Dialga. Let's see, Gen 5. Now, I think, in a way, Haxorus is better than Hydreigon. Yeah, I said it. I like Haxorus more than I like Hydreigon. Here, Goomy. Goomy's a like little bundle of joy. I absolutely love Goomy. For Alola, I guess I'll go with Guzzlord. For Galar, Regidrago. Ooh. Now, I already chose Tatsugiri. Not a huge fan of Slicizard. I can't even pronounce his... I still can't pronounce his name. Roaring Moon's sick. And the box arts are sick. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Koraidon. Definitely going Koraidon. And then... I'm gonna go with Dialga for my favorite dragon type of all time. Dark types. Now, Gen 1 did not have dark types because he got introduced into Gen 2. So we either have Missing No. I think this is the ghost from Lavender Tower. And then the rest are glitches. I'm gonna go with... I'm gonna go with the ghost from Lavender Tower. Oh, Gen 2. I think I'm gonna go with Umbreon. I love Umbreon so much. It's bulky as heck for no reason whatsoever. And it has a great shiny. For Hoenn, I like Crawdon more. Let's see. Spiritomb, easy. I know Darkrai was right there, but Spiritomb is just so much better than Darkrai. I think this time... Do I go Hydreigon? I did say I like Haxorus more than Hydreigon. Yeah, I'm going with Hydreigon. Going Hydreigon right there. Do I like... I don't like Inkay. I don't like his evolution. I'll go with Yveltal. Who do I choose from here? Who do I choose from Alola? Should I move someone? I feel like I should move someone. Choose someone else for one of these typings. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna switch things up a little bit. Okay, so I changed up the poison type, so it's Naganadel instead of Alolan Muck, and I'll put Alolan Muck right here. Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl is so great. I absolutely love him. Yep, Doggo right away. And when we got into Arven's story from Scarlet and Violet, I legitimately cried. Like you're always hoping that he can get what's it called, Mabustiff. I cannot pronounce a lot of Gen 9 Pokemon names, but every time you see him like feed Mabustiff and he gets a little bit stronger each time, I cried. I absolutely cried like a huge amount of tears because I just love this little guy. Favorite dark type? Spiritomb. I'll go with Spiritomb. Favorite dark type? Steel. I guess I'll go with the Magneton. We'll go Steelix. Okay. I already chose Metagross. I already chose Aggron. Not a huge fan of Registeel. Not a huge fan of Mawile. I guess I'll go with Jirachi. Okay, I don't like Bastiodon. I kind of like Bronzong. I'll choose Empoleon. Here I will go... I think I like Genesect the most out of the steel typing. I know I already have... Because I already have Excadrill. I think I will go Genesect. Let's see. Steel types here. I'll go Aegislash. Go with Aegislash. Melmetal. Ooh, okay, so not a lot of steel types for me to choose. Guess I'll go with Berserker. I love Tinkaton, but it's my favorite fairy type, so I will actually go with Kingambit. Oh no, Goldango. Goldango. Favorite steel type of all time? Goldango. Now for fairy typing, guess I'll go Clefable, Azumarill, Gardevoir, Togekiss, that was easy. Guess Whimsicott. Now there's a lot here, but it's just variations of Flabebe, Floette, and Florges. So Sylveon. I don't know why it took me that long. I like Sylveon the most out of all of those. Ooh, do I want a Tapu? Have I chosen a Tapu yet? I don't think I have. I'll choose Tapu Koko. Now here, Galarian, Rapidash, and Tinkaton. And Tinkaton's my favorite fairy type of all time because I love that hammer. Okay, well, I just realized that was the last one. So yeah, this is my complete list of like all my favorite Pokemon from each typing of each generation. Comment down below, what's your favorite Pokemon and what's your favorite type? So I pretty much got nothing else to say, so I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for my other discussion videos, also for my reaction videos. So if you're into any of those, definitely subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment, you know the whole thing. So with all that being said, again, thank you all for watching. Until next time, see ya.